For the redhead dress, we're going to use eyelets to make little tiny circle holes here, and then we're going to use just a black elastic or a ribbon to thread through it to give that corset look. And eyelets are super easy to use. I'll show you how to do it. So this is what an eyelet is, and you usually find them like on shoe holes, things like that. And this is what a package of eyelet looks, but I'm going to recommend that you buy an eyelet kit because it comes with this little thing right here, and you're gonna need this. You can also use pliers or like eyelet pliers to do this. I know that Joe Genevieve Noodle uses pliers, but if you have a hammer and a scissor or an awl, that's an awl, that little pointy thing there, you can do it literally in a snap. Using my disappearing ink pen and a ruler, I kind of equally spaced out where I wanted the eyelets to go. And after you have the dots, you're either gonna use a pair of scissors or a sharp pointy awl to like actually cut holes into the dress. So I literally did poke a hole through the dress. You're going to need to poke a hole, and it's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel like you're ruining the dress, but you're gonna be putting an eyelet through it, so it's gonna be okay. I'm outside now because you're gonna need a hard surface to hammer on, and I don't have hardwood floors. So, okay, so after you poke your hole, you're gonna put the eyelet in, and you want the nice circle part to be on the outside. So just shove it through. Here's what the back side is going to look like. So this is the back side of the dress, and I just shoved it through that hole. And then this comes in the kit, so which is why I recommend buying the kit. You just place it over the eyelet, and so it's centered, and then you're just gonna hammer it down, and then it'll be done. So after you hammer it, it looks like that. All the little sticky up thingies are now down, and your eyelet is done, and that's basically it. So you're gonna repeat it for however many eyelet holes you want. I did 6 of them. Now that the eyelets are done, I have my black ribbon. This is kind of like a ribbon elastic. I'm just gonna thread it through kind of like in a crisscross pattern, just like threading a shoe, and then we're gonna tie it at the top to give it that cute little pirate corset look. For the bottom hem, I have this really cute lace that I just had in my stash, and I'm just gonna sew it right on top of the hem. If you don't want to sew it, you can totally glue it, fabric glue, hot glue, whatever is gonna be easiest. It's just gonna give it a little extra detail. So Red's dress has like a little bustle in the front, so I'm gonna show you how to make a simple bustle. So I marked here where I want it to be, so I marked a spot here and about here. And you're gonna do 2 strings here and a couple of loops. So this is the inside of the dress now, and these are the marks for it that I was telling you about. I measured it on her to see where I wanted all the points to line up. So I'm gonna do, these 2 are little loops, and I'm gonna do a stitch right here so I can just tie it up. Here's what it looks like all sewn up, and this is what it looks like on the back. And if you don't want to bustle it and you just want to wear it regular, it looks about the same on the front, so that's why I want to do this type of bustle, so you can have the option of doing it both ways, and I'll show you what it looks like bustle. So what I did to bustle it, I just put these ties through both of the loops, and I tied a double knot. And on the front, it is going to be cute and bustled. Look how nice it is, it's like a wedding dress. So here's the finished red dress. I just got this rope from Joann's, and it was really cheap. It was $1.99 a yard. I literally brought her with me and measured it around her waist to know how much to cut, and it was really another fun thing about this dress is before you do the DIY, you can do so many things with this leggings and this dress and this rope. You can, before you do this, you can do a Sorcerer Mickey. Tita said you can even do a Where's Waldo. For the other pirate costume, I'm using the tunic tank from primary.com in black. These are striped leggings in the pajama section. You're also going to need about 10 inches of jersey fabric that won't fray and a little piece of fleece or with the extra jersey fabric that you're buying, you're going to be making a little pirate sash to tie around their waist. The reason why I say to pick jersey, and when I say jersey, I'm thinking of like t-shirt material, it doesn't fray, so you won't have to hem it. Buy your fabric, you're gonna ask for about 10 inches or so, which is 1/3 of a yard, roughly, give or take, about 1/4 of a yard. And when you bring it home, it's gonna look like this. This is the fold, and you're just gonna cut a little triangle so it's a little bit shorter on the end. Just like in the Vampirina tutorial that I just did, I'm gonna add a little skeleton detail. So I used a white piece of fabric. I just had fleece on hand, but go ahead and just buy like those fabric squares. It'll work just the same. So draw it out and cut it out. That's basically it. I mean, this one was a really easy DIY. It's pretty much just getting the basics from primary and then just adding like a sash. I just sewed a little bit right there to attach it. You can also use this for a cute facilier look. There's so many things that you can do with this cloth.